Hello everyone. So welcome to another lesson of trigonometry grade 10. So lesson yayizolo I sent out this question as a challenge question. I hope ukuthi niyenzile. So today izolo was sort of like focus ku theory yama trigonometric ratios of angles between 0 and 360. So far akekho ama question engiwatholile from nina, and then ngaphandle kokuthi ngimoshe isikhathi, I think today is manje sifocus ekwenzeni ama examples. So last in a question, but P is a point on a Cartesian plane with origin O. Theta is the angle between OP and the positive x-axis. Without using a calculator, determine the value of cos theta. So, but this is a point on a Cartesian plane with origin O. So let us draw a sketch of that point on a Cartesian plane. So, sine y-axis, sine x-axis, right? Okay, angeke ibe straight because angikhona ukudraw kuhle la. Okay, sine y-axis and then siba ne x-axis, right? And then siba ne point P elinama coordinates ka x is equals to -3. This is the x-axis, that is the y-axis. Okay, so my coordinates are P, it's x equals to -3 and y equals to 4. So now plot a point zabalap, right? And then we have an origin O, right? And then we have sine point P, right? No point P, no coordinates are P, it's -3 and 4. And then we can construct a right angled triangle by drawing a dotted line which is perpendicular to the x-axis. So now we have a right angled triangle, and then what theta is an angle between the angle between OP and the positive x-axis. So theta is that angle there, right? That's theta. And then they want us to calculate the value of these trigonometric ratios. So kumbule ukuthi sithe this will be R, this will be R is the radius or the hypotenuse of this right angled triangle, and then this is y, and then this is x, ne? And then the way we defined these trigonometric ratios, mawuya lapha question 1, khumbule sithe masisifina ku Cartesian planes is what sine theta is equals to y over x. Sorry, cos theta is equals to, sine theta is equals to xy over r. Sine theta is equals to 1 over r, y over r. Cos theta is equals to x over r, and then sine tan theta is equals to y over x, right? Let's define our trigonometric ratios go Cartesian plane. So in this case, they want us to determine the value of cos theta, which is x over r. Kumbulu ukuthi ngithe you should know a cast diagram. La sithi ku first quadrant all the ratios are positive, ku second quadrant sine is positive, ku third tan is positive, and in the fourth quadrant cos is positive. So notice ukuthi our sketch is equal second quadrant, therefore we expect only sign to be negative, to be positive there. So when you say cos theta, that is equals to x over r, right? X is yamazi lapha from our point, it's -3, but then r as mazi, so we have to calculate r. How do we calculate r? Calculate r using the theorem of Pythagoras, right? R squared is equals to x squared plus y squared. What is x squared? X squared is x is -3, so we substitute -3 there, and then y is 4, we substitute 4 there, right? Therefore r is equals to the square root of 3 to the power 2 is 9 plus 4 to the power 2 is 16, right? Is 16. So r is equals to the square root of 25, therefore r is 5. Remember that r is the length of this, is the radius. R is the radius or the length of this side OP, therefore r will be positive. So we have that r is equals to 5. Therefore cos theta will be x over r. X is -3, r calculator is 5, right? Siyadlula siyaku question 2 lapho bathi calculate 3 tan theta, right? So sithe siba no 3, and then sithe from our definition of tan theta in the Cartesian plane, sithe that is equals to y over x. So tan theta is y over x, right? We know the value of y is 4, and we know the value of x is -3. So tan theta will be equals to -4, right? Sorry, 3 tan theta will be equals to -4. And then we have last question, but 1 over 2 cosec theta. Kumbule ukuthi ngithe cosec theta is equals to cosec theta is the reciprocal of sin theta, right? So sathi cosec theta is equals to 1 over sin theta, and then sathi if sin theta is equals to y over r, therefore cosec theta will be equals to r over y, right? Because it's the reciprocal of sin theta. So last is over 1 over 2 times cosec theta is the reciprocal of sin theta. Sin theta is y over r, therefore cosec theta we will swap the denominator and the numerator. Will have cosec theta as r over y, right? We know the value of r is 5, and we know the value of y is 4. Therefore when you substitute in your calculator, you will have that this is equals to 5 over 8. That is question, okay, that is this example. So let's do another example. Okay, so we have this question here, but x OK equals to theta is an angle in the third quadrant where x is a point on the positive x-axis and k is the point minus 5 y, right? But OK is 13 units. And then question 80, determine without the use of a calculator the value of y. So I'll just draw a sketch and plot that point k. Okay, again sketch is some equal straight. So I'll have point k here, but at this point we are in the third quadrant, né? And then this point is minus 5 y. That will be our point k, right? So which means x is minus 5 and y we don't know, y is somewhere here, right? And then I'll assume O is the origin, right? So but the OK is 13 units, right? OK is that side, it's 13 units. So now we have a right angled triangle here, né? And then this will be our theta. But x is a point on the positive x-axis, on the positive. So I'll assume the x is just there, né? Then but determine without the use of a calculator the value of y. So we have x is minus 5, né? And then we want to calculate y. So we have this triangle here where the hypotenuse is 13. We know the value of x minus 5. We want to calculate y. So using the theorem of Pythagoras, 13 squared should be equals to minus 5. Sorry. So using the theorem of Pythagoras, we know that r squared equals to x squared plus y squared. So r in this case is 13, x is minus 5, and y we don't know, né? So now solve for y and take y as a subject of formula. We'll say that y is equals to 13 squared minus 5 squared. Therefore y is equals to plus or minus the square root of 13 squared is what? 13 squared is 169. 13 squared is 169 minus 5 squared is 25. So y will be equals to the square root of 169 minus 25 is equals to 12. So because we are on the third quadrant, y is negative on the third quadrant, so we'll have y as minus 12. Okay? Now question 2, but to prove that tan squared theta plus 1 is equals to sec squared theta. So the left hand side is, okay, I think by question 2 lapa where there's a bit of space. So question 2, ne? So question 2, the left hand side is equals to tan squared theta plus 1, right? This is equals to, this is the same as tan theta squared plus 1, right? And then kumbuluti, we defined tan theta as y over x. So this is y over x, plus 1, right? Therefore y is minus 12, x is minus 5, right? So now punch this in your calculator. Uti minus 12 divided by minus 5 squared plus 1. So this is equals to 169 divided by 25. 169 divided by 25, which is equals to 6.76. That is the left hand side, right? And then the right hand side, the right hand side is equals to sec squared theta. This is the same as saying sec theta squared, né? And then sec theta is the reciprocal of cos theta, and cos theta is equals to x over r, right? And sec cos theta is equals to x over r. This means that reciprocal will be, you swap the denominator and the numerator, reciprocal will be r over x, né? So this means r over x, or it's gonna call squared lawyer, r over x squared. So we know the value of r to be 13 and the value of x to be minus 5. So this is equals to 13 over 5 squared is equals to 169 divided by 25, which is equals to 6.76, right? Now last total 6.76, now last total 6.76. Therefore the left hand side is equals to the right hand side. So we have proved this one. Okay, so yeah, that is how you solve this question. And then going back to our notes, okay, so from our notes, I'll ngizokopa the question and then discuss it. It is the last example for this video, and then I'll send these other ones as an exercise, ne, for you guys to do. So mina ngizokwenza question 1 and then lawa manye ngizowathumela as a challenge question. Okay, so question 1 bathi P is a point on the Cartesian plane. Determine without using a calculator OP. So sorry, so we have a point B on the Cartesian plane. They want us to calculate OP, right? Question A, they want us to calculate OP. Okay? That's question A. So OP, we have a right angled triangle. OP is the hypotenuse. So which means that OP squared is equals to x squared plus y squared. Sebenzisa theorem of Pythagoras. And then the value of x is given as 1. We have 1 from our coordinates. Ukhumbule ukuthi ama coordinates, the way ababhala ama coordinates, let's say we want to write the coordinates of P, they are always the first value is x, the second one is y, ne? So in this case x is 1, y is minus 3, right? Y is minus 3. So OP is equals to the square root of 1 squared is 1 plus minus 3 squared is 9. So OP is equals to the square root of 10. Right? OP cannot be negative since it's the radius or the length of that side. So now see, that is question A. OP is equals to the square root of 10. And then see, question B. Question B, they want us to calculate cos beta. Right? Question B. So cos beta, the way we defined the trigonometric ratios, khumbula sin theta is equals to y over r, cos theta is equals to x over r, sathi tan theta is equals to y over x. Right? Nang introduce this topic trigonometric ratios on the Cartesian plane. This is how we defined the trigonometric ratios. Right? So cos beta, again, cos will be x over r. X over r, x is 1, r is the radius, r is this one, OP. So this is 1 over the square root of 10. And then cosec beta, that's question C. Cosec beta is equals to, cosec beta is the reciprocal of sin beta. So sin beta is y over r, which means cosec beta will be r over y. So this will be the square root of 10 divided by minus 3, right? Which is just minus the square root of 10 over 3. Okay, and then question D, we have tan beta. Tan beta is y over x. Y over x. Y is minus 3, x is 1. Therefore tan beta is just minus 3. Right? So yeah, for this video ngizojamala lawa amanye ama question ngizowathumela as an exercise for you guys to do. Yeah, for this video sizogcina la. Okay.